Yo, it's about time. The UFL Week 1 is finally here, and we get to look ahead to the coming games. Yeah, it's about to go down, baby. And also, March Madness is in full effect, so it's time to talk about the Sweet 16, and I'll tell y'all how it's laid out right now. This is Gridiron Nation, y'all. We're talking NFL rule changes and a little bit of fan mail about way too early outlook on next season. Welcome to Gridiron Nation, familia. Let's get it on. Let's get it popping. Hell, let's get it cracking, baby. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm back, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know what time it is.
Come on.
It's time to get wicked with it. So go on and crank up your headphones or turn up the volume in your low ride. Yeah, 575. Come on. Stand up.
Let's get it poppin', never stopping when my pen's on the move. I'm getting people out they seats to get them into a groove. If it's the end of the world, I'm going out with a boom. Lacing lyrics up with dynamite and lighting a fuse. Refuse to lose, a steady popping off like a gauge. I set it in stone to tell you I will never be phased or pushed away from the stage. My rhyme is like fine wine, getting stronger with age. This whole region is mine. Southwest, where my throne is made of Chile and sand. Throw in some heat and add a beat and y'all will know who I am. Every breath that I take and every move that I make is all to represent my people working hard every day. I used to stay on the grind, just like I stayed on the block, with music all on my mind. My pen is loaded and locked, fire's burning every...
Yeah, what is up, familia? Welcome to another episode of Gridiron Nation Podcast. I am your host, Gabriel Garcia, a.k.a. The Wicked One, the wickedest one. That's right, that is me on that opening track right there. If you are digging it, it's not out yet. Okay, you got to be patient. But you can go to wherever you get your music, man. Any app, it's on there, whether it's like Apple Music, whether it's Amazon Music, whatever, man. It is there. Spotify under The Wicked One. All right, and it's available everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. I'll get to the little QR code later on. What is up, familia? I hope you guys are out there feeling good, living well, and definitely living blessed, man. Again, I am your host, Gabriel Garcia, the host of Gridiron Nation Podcast. Thank you for joining me on another week. If this is your first time, I appreciate you checking out the show, giving it a chance. And hopefully, if you're digging it, you continue to follow me every week and you go back and listen to all the other episodes, all right? But this is the podcast that is made for the average hardcore football fan by the average hardcore football fan. If y'all are my people, then y'all already understand that's exactly what I am. But if you ain't yet, well, hell, jump on. Plenty of room on this bandwagon, baby. That's right, man. This is Gridiron Nation Podcast. Yeah, and I'm chilling, y'all. I'm here in my studio right now, and it's windy as hell. I'm not sick of this damn bipolar ass weather every damn spring. Damn it. I love my city. Damn it. I love Las Cruces. Love it here. Born and raised, man. This is where they're going to bury me. This is where they're going to put me in the ground when that day comes. But it ain't going to be during springtime. No, hell no. Man, screw this time of year. This is about the only time of year that I do not like being here. Straight up, man. I mean, damn, we all know it. If you're from the Mesilla Valley here in Las Cruces, even southern New Mexico, West Texas, and El Paso, y'all deal with the same damn thing this time of year. It's the wind. But the crazy thing is, right now, Mother Nature, if y'all want to call her Mother Nature, then she's a female. And right now, Mother Nature is being a bipolar ass female. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. She is. She is. Because, okay, Puxatawny Phil, little goat, little freaking groundhog that comes up out in Pennsylvania every damn year and tells us, lies to us about whether, if spring's going to go longer or not. Well, he came out this year, earlier in the year, and he said it's going to be an early spring. And damn it, you lied to us here in the Southwest. I'll tell y'all that much because it's cold outside. I'm leaving this morning with my jacket, freezing, talking about, and it's freaking almost April. And I can still, see my breath. Mother Nature, you tripping right now, okay? It's like 500 mile an hour winds outside, okay? It's cold. I like it now. And yes, I am over exaggerating, okay? But it's windy as hell. Y'all know how it is this time of year if you're from here, man. When you walk outside and all you see is a blanket of dirt, You can't even see halfway down the street because all you see is dirt. You walk outside, you're like, and it's all crunchy in your teeth. And you're like, oh, okay. The dirt tastes a little bit bitter this time of year, kind of salty, a little bit of salt in the air. I don't know, but it's nasty. Okay, eyes all getting all messed up because of allergies, dirt flying everywhere, and it's cold. It's not normally cold. But damn, am I complaining? I know. I am. I am on that. I start the show. Y'all already know this is my outlet. You guys are my outlet. And I'm gonna vent to you. Okay? So Mother Nature, get your shit together, cabrón, now, because we don't like this shit with your bipolar ass. Calm down. It's springtime, damn it. Act like it. What is up, y'all? Hey, check it out, man. We got a good day for you guys today, man. I got a good show. I'm going to talk about, of course, March Madness, because y'all know how I feel about college basketball and other sports in general, okay? Which is by next week. Next week. Now, this Thursday, y'all, if you're an MLB fan, then you know this Thursday is the official opening day for Major League Baseball. My D-backs coming off a World Series appearance, coming off of a National League championship. I'm ready, man. I want my D-backs to, we're going to see if we can build on that, man. Dodgers over here trying to do things. They got, signing Otani, and now he's got all kinds of gambling issues, all kinds of stuff going on, man. What the hell's going on? Major League Baseball out there in LA. Okay, damn Dodgers. My D-backs, we're going to do it this year, though. I hope so. So we'll be talking about that next week, though. But y'all know I love talking about other sports. So, it's going to be March Madness today, man. Break down the Sweet 16 for you guys. And I still got my North Carolina Tar Heels. And they are looking strong right now, guys. Strong. I'm happy about that. I am happy. So, by the way, I mentioned a little something in the intro. Yeah. A little thing called spring football. There's a new league that just started that I ain't stopped talking about every week. Okay. Now, me and Jersey don't stop talking about every week on the Gridiron, every single Saturday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Be sure you're there. Because our show this week is going to cut right into the beginning of my game, of the big game. Yeah, that's right. It is UFL Week 1. And it starts with the Battle of Champions on Saturday between the Birmingham Stallions, the defending USFL champions, and my Arlington Renegades, baby, the defending XFL champions. That's right, with the King of Spring leading the squad, Luis Perez at quarterback. We're going to get into that today, a little bit of UFL football. And also, y'all, hey, I got a fan question, an email, okay? And we're gonna change up what we call the email. Okay, I'm gonna call the segment. Everybody does fan mail, or they do what's the other thing they do? I heard fan mail, listener email. Okay, well for me, we're gonna call it. What are we gonna call it? I had a little thing up here that I changed it up. We're gonna call it Mail from the Nation. Okay, we're gonna call it Mail from the Nation because y'all are the nation. You guys are Gridiron Nation. So this is gonna be mail coming from anywhere around Gridiron Nation from all y'all. Don't matter. Don't have to be football. It could be football. It's usually football, and I love talking football. Obviously, it could be basketball. It could be movies. It could be video games. Hell, it could be whatever you want to talk about. Okay, just no X-rated shit. Okay, don't bring none of that. Okay, if you want to talk anime, let's talk anime, but not hentai. Okay, that's all I'm saying for you guys. Yeah, let's get it on, baby. Let's get right into it because, like I said, we're gonna talk about NCAA. Man, March Madness is upon us. Yeah, that's right. My North Carolina Tar Heels, who I officially picked in my official Gridiron Nation podcast bracket, I have them winning it all this year. Okay, and right now it's looking pretty damn good. Right now, it's looking pretty damn good because my boys are doing their thing, man. Hell, the Tar Heels are rolling right now. Man, you see what these dudes are doing in these games. Yeah, they got Alabama coming up in the Sweet 16. Okay, they had to go toe-to-toe with Michigan State. Tom Izzo and his crew. Every time Tom Izzo is rolling, man, He's got a good squad. Yeah, we got a chance. The NCAA committee decides to put them in the same bracket on opposite. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, yeah, but you're not going to be North Carolina. He knows this, man. So in North Carolina, they put him down, man. They started off beating down on Wagner. I told y'all that I wasn't worried about that. A 1 versus 16. I told y'all 1 versus 16 probably wasn't going to happen this year. Okay, but it's not like I was being Nostradamus at the time, because that's just facts. It's logical speaking. Okay, hey, but my Tar Heels, hey, I'm ready. We got Alabama coming up, and Alabama is an interesting matchup for them. They are the 4 seed, ended the season 23-11. So that's going to be a part of the Sweet 16 in the West region. Now we go to the other matchup, another matchup. Let's just say the other. There's 8 matchups right here, 16 teams. Okay, and by the end of the weekend, okay, we are going to know who's in the Final Four for the following weekend. All right, and then the championship will be played likely Monday night. So Clemson at Arizona, the 6th seed Clemson, who, man, I was actually surprised. I picked the Lobos to take them out in that first round. Okay, and the Lobos did not get it done. They got beat down. Burke, Albuquerque, what's up with your squad, man? I just showed you guys love. Gotta say, I got support. Support. Nah, y'all let me down. This is why ain't no damn Lobos fat, because y'all let me down. One time I freaking root for your asses. That's why I know that damn team, man. I'm sorry, Burke. I got love for people, okay? But I hate it up there. Okay, I don't hate visit. I should say, like, you know what? I'm gonna roll on. Keep going, baby. We got San Diego State at the 5 seed taking on the number 1 overall seed, UConn. I'm sorry, San Diego State, but your run is over. UConn's about to whoop that ass. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So I think we're looking at the first day. Okay. Also, something good else is happening on Thursday that I'll tell you all about in a while. Two big things are happening on Thursday. Damn. 3 big things. If you consider this first half of the Sweet 16, we got North Carolina at Alabama. I'm going with North Carolina Tar Heels. Y'all already know this. Okay, Clemson at Arizona. I got to go with Arizona. Arizona is looking strong right now, killing it. San Diego State and UConn. I'm going with UConn. San Diego State, you're done. And Illinois at Iowa State. Damn. I had this one matchup in my bracket too, y'all. It's the 2 seed against the 3 seed. Iowa State. I have them in my Final Four, so I got to go with them against Illinois. I got Iowa State winning this ball game. Now we go on to the other half of the Sweet 16. All right, the first matchup that they're going to have on Friday is going to be the 11 seed NC State against the 2 seed Marquette. Oof. I smell an upset. I smell an upset coming. But it's not in this matchup on this part. I'll tell you guys that in a minute. I got to go with Marquette, man. Marquette's just, yeah. Now, I ain't seen nothing from Marquette that makes me think NC State is going to beat them at all through these first couple games. All right. So then we got Gonzaga and Purdue. Very, very interesting matchup. Gonzaga coming in as the 5 seed. I think is a very strong 5 seed. Is this the upset that I'm smelling? No. I got Purdue winning this beast, dude, man. Those dudes, Purdue is just, damn. That big man they got. That big man they got. And we'll break down, if they get to the Final Four, I'm going to break down the teams for you guys, okay? Because I'm going to do an entire segment devoted to those teams in the Final Four. If they get there, if y'all don't understand who the big man they got, y'all need to tune in, okay? And check this dude out. Also, I got the number 1 seed taking on number 4 seed Duke. That's Houston, the number 1 seed taking on Duke. And of course, I want Duke to lose. And of course, this is why I am picking Duke to pull off the upset. This is the upset I'm smelling right now. Yeah, I don't know. I know. I got Houston in my Final Four. I get it. When I picked them at the time. But now I'm just like, because it's Duke. Duke, I hate Duke, and that's why they're going to win this game. I got Duke pulling off the upset against Houston. I hope they don't. Man, I hope they don't. Stand Duke. Now we cap off the Sweet 16 with a battle between the 2 seed Tennessee and the 3 seed Creighton. Oh, let's get it on. This is one of those games that we've already had a couple of overtime games here in the first 2 rounds. Like I said, there were upsets. We didn't see the big, crazy upset. We saw some upsets. We saw some buzzer beaters. And it was a beautiful, beautiful weekend of college basketball. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. While the Sweet 16 is about to get even better. And I got to tell you guys one thing. Excuse me. This whole weekend right here that we've got coming up, while I tell you the first weekend of the tournament is my favorite time in sports. Okay. To be honest, if you want to talk basketball, not just college basketball, period. The coming weekend, where it's the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight are decided this coming weekend, this could be the best basketball that you see all year at any level. The best weekend of basketball. All these games, I expect them to be close. I really do. Won't be surprised if there's 1 or 2 blowouts in there from one of the top seeds. Okay. Particularly my Tar Heels, who are just killing it right now, and maybe Purdue. But y'all be ready. If you even just like basketball, watch the games this weekend. The cool thing about the NCAA tournament, y'all, is that you don't even have to be a fan of any of these teams to enjoy the hell out of this event, to enjoy the hell out of this weekend, these games. You don't have to be a fan because you can just tune in and you're going to see like Marquette against like some school you never heard of, say this past weekend, and you're going to enjoy the ball game. Okay. You're going to see some of these close games going down and you're going to tune in. You don't have a rooting interest, but I guarantee you, as you get watching the game, you're going to start rooting for one team over the other. Or maybe I've had this happen where I'm just watching the game and I'm rooting both teams on because it's a close game. They're making plays, they're playing hard. That's what you're going to see this weekend. The weekend every single year of the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight is the best basketball you are going to see in a weekend. Okay? So just mark my words. Y'all check it out. And I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed, man. You won't. Yeah. So let's move on, baby. I gave y'all my picks right there. Okay. So basically, you know what? Let me recap real quick. Let's get this on record. Okay, I gotta look in the camera because y'all seen I make my little shorts now, like for TikTok and all of that. So I gotta make this clear for my picks in these games this weekend. All right, the Sweet 16 NCAA tournament, March Madness. Yeah, men's basketball tournament. Sweet 16. I got North Carolina. I got Arizona. I got UConn. I got Iowa State. All 4 making it to the Elite Eight. And on the second day, Friday of the Sweet 16, I have Marquette. I have Purdue. I have Duke upsetting Houston. Sorry, Houston fans. And I got Tennessee just edging out Creighton. And I think I'm predicting a classic in this game. So that is my Elite Eight. And I can't really predict. Okay, if y'all want to see who my predictions for the Elite Eight are, you got to go on my page because I posted my whole bracket on there. Okay, some of my teams aren't going to be in here, but that's okay. That's okay. I just won't be able to predict the Elite Eight, but next week we will be getting into the Elite Eight, and we'll see how my Final Four are doing, man. They're still in there right now, but we'll see. All right, man. So let's keep rolling on, guys. Hey, by the way, I did tell you guys that my music, The Wicked One, I'm working on some new music coming out. If you have never heard my music, but you enjoy hip hop, okay, check me out. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking is for you to check me out. I'm on Spotify. If you're on your PC or your laptop or whatnot right now, it's on your desktop. Go and scan that into your phone. It'll pull up your Spotify, man. I'm available everywhere. But check me out because I got some new music that I'm working on, man. I got another album I'll be dropping later this year. Very proud of what I'm working on right now. Just as I've been proud of my evolution as an artist. And, all the way from Wicked Grammar, which was my first album, to my second album, which was Wicked's World, to my third album, which was my letter to hip hop. Now I've got the new album I'm working on. I have not yet named, but it's going to be from my heart. Best believe that it's going to have some meaning to it. So y'all check me out, man. The Wicked One and that opening song will be on the new album. If you're into hip hop, I'm not. I know the name implies the Wicked One, like some cholo rapper, and I know that name was given to me. I used to call myself Grammar. Grammar was my self proclaimed name, and then many years ago, when I was a teenager, during that time when I was writing rhymes, I was going by Grammar to myself, but I went to Job Corps and I won a talent contest out there. All right. And we had some dudes, man. They were cool, man. They were these black dudes. It was so cool as how my boy Sean, man. Dude understood Spanish. He todo, man. He was dope. He was so cool, man. And they were from Houston, man. And I won this thing, doing my rhymes. And they started saying, man, them rhymes are wicked, homie. That's dope. So they would say, yo, wicked. And they would see me now. We'd come out of the dorms during lunch and be, yo, wicked. And it just stuck. And I liked it. Okay, so I kept it. And, so a lot of people hear that name and they're thinking, oh, like this cholo wake. No, my music is probably the farthest from what you might be thinking based on my name. I don't cuss in my music. And, it's basically just all party, have fun music. I've been doing a lot of stuff just about life, of my experiences. So I never speak no nonsense in there, things I don't have, stuff like that. So if you want to, check me out. And that's my little commercial. That's right there for the Wicked One. Spotify, scan that QR code, man. Waiting for it. What are you waiting for? Let's keep holding on, man. It is time to get into the UFL Week 1. Week 1. Yes, it's finally time, baby. Hey, what do you guys think, man? Do you guys feel like okay, first of all, sometime this week I'm going to put out a question. And because this what do you guys feel like is going to come from a couple of different, perspectives. Okay, but if you are a fan that is barely going to start getting into this, I know like my cousin Nick, like Angel, you guys are guys that are like, we've gotten you interested in this. So you're like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out this year. I'm gonna check it out. How are you feeling going into this? What are your expectations? What I will tell you is don't expect NFL players type of stuff, but expect professional level football. You may see NFL level football. And what I mean by that, I don't mean that all these guys will belong in the NFL. What I mean is because they're at the same level here. They're just that step down, trying to get back, but you're going to see it all click. I don't know if it'll be week 1. I don't know. These guys have had a full training camp, though. It's the first time we've had this for these leagues, and I'm very, very excited. And, the other question is for those of you that have supported spring football, like myself, Jersey, you guys that have been a part of it and just trying to kick this thing off every single year, man. We've been watching our squads. How are you feeling about this? What are your expectations about the level of football we're going to see this week? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Okay, before I give y'all the games that are going down this weekend, do not expect to see what may possibly be by the end of the year. Do you feel me on that? I ain't got y'all confused. Okay, what I mean by that is you guys hear me say it every season of this show, of the NFL. When week 1 starts, I tell you guys, weeks 1 through 3, you never know what's going to happen. But week 1 is definitely not the proper measuring stick for how the season's going to go for each of these teams, each of these divisions, conferences, whatever, the entire league. Because week 1 is fool's gold at times. Okay, some of these teams haven't built the chemistry yet. They'll get it together in a couple of games, 2 games, maybe 3. And it's going to be the same with the UFL. Okay, timing's going to have to get there. Some of these teams got new quarterbacks, y'all, with new receivers. Don't sit here and tell me these dudes are going to be rolling with their chemistry like they've been there for 2-3 years together. Okay, It may happen with one team. Who knows? But I'm not expecting that this week. I'm expecting to see a weekend of who knows? It's up in the air. Now, most people's predictions, they're going with, the obvious Vegas odds on people. Vegas don't even know. Vegas, like, I don't know. We're just going to go off of what some of these teams did recently. But they're looking at what Memphis did in the offseason. You know what I mean? They're looking at what Birmingham did the last 2 seasons. By the way, Magoo is no longer the quarterback of this team. I'm just saying. And so nobody knows right now. They're going with the popular picks. But y'all know me. You guys know me. Come on. I like going against the grain, man. I don't like being the follower. I don't like doing what everybody else is doing. I'm going to find a reason as to why they're wrong. It's just the way I am. It's in my nature. Maybe that's why I'm a renegade. It's fading in it. Yeah, you caught that? Yes, that's why. That's why I was meant to be a Renegades fan. And that's where we're starting off, baby. That's where we're starting off. UFL Week 1, like I said, let's get it on. It's the Battle of Champions, the Birmingham Stallions at my Arlington Renegades. The defending USFL champion Stallions coming into Arlington to take on the defending XFL Renegades, and this is gonna be off the chain, y'all. This is gonna be on. I cannot wait for this game because damn, I hope my boys smack the crap out of those damn Stallions. Ride them boys. Tell them you do what I tell you to do when I'm riding your ass. Now me riding it like a horse. So mind out the gutter. Okay, we got Luis Perez, the king of spring, back, man. He's coming back. Devion Smith running the ball. And we got our receivers there. We got a loaded receiver room. By the way, I got one of those receivers coming up. I interviewed him this weekend, and I'll be airing that interview on Thursday. First official episode of Hellraiser's podcast, the official podcast of Arlington Renegades Fan Nation, y'all. So y'all be ready. Caleb Vander Esch. Yeah, I got him to drop an interview with me, man. So he is one of the receivers, man. Hell yeah, he was one of the reasons they beat Houston last year in the division championship. Yeah, y'all know that. Roughnecks. Y'all don't want to hear that name, Vander Esch. We ain't talking about the Cowboy Vander Esch that just retired. Much respect. Now, we're talking about Caleb Vander Esch. Put 5 catches on your ass. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So, I think our receiving crew is big. Where this game is going to be won is going to be in the trenches. Okay, I need to see Birmingham's defensive line be able to handle that offensive line of the Renegades. They are returning most of the starters on that offensive line for the Renegades, which was one of the best offensive lines in the XFL last year, arguably top 2. Okay, so Birmingham. Now, y'all got to show me. Y'all got to show me. And, I don't even have to predict my pick when it comes every week to the Renegades. I'm not going to do that because y'all know I'm a fan. I believe my team can win every week. Okay, so I'm going to pick them every week. So that's going to go without saying from now on, from here on out. All right, just letting y'all know. But I got my Renegades, obviously. I think Luis Perez just has so much control over this offense. He's got some new weapons to play with, by the way. And he's got Canella coming back at tight end. Boom, where we are deep at tight end. Oh, it's going to be on. Defense coming back. We got a very, very strong defensive back room. I'm very, very comfortable with where we're at against as far as playing the pass. So, man, it's going to be on. I like, we're going to see Big Beasley. If he can get in there and make, cause some damage up in that front 4. So, Birmingham Stallions, though, they do have Jamar Smith coming back. And while he did win a championship, he is not Magoo. A couple of weeks back, I told you I compared the two, their stats, everything from their championship years. Jamar Smith, he ain't got the running back that he had then. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We're gonna find out though. But I got my Arlington Renegades winning this ball game, y'all. I hope it's a war. I hope it's a close game. This is the way you start the season, though. I mean, will it surprise me if the Stallions win? No. And not saying because of the whole unexpected thing for week 1, but because I know Birmingham's going to be legit. There's a reason they are a contender. They will be a contender. They are very well coached, as are we, by legendary coach Bob Stoops. So it's going to be a slugfest, man. But I think Arlington, if they win in the trenches, boom, that's it. They control the game. They control the clock. They keep this game close, and they strike when they need to. I got my Renegades taking it this week. I do. We jump to St. Louis Battlehawks. They will be visiting Ford Field, right? Michigan Panthers. And Michigan's one of those teams where it's like, okay, what are they going to do? This is the team that I think man, you know what? I just don't know, man. I don't see Michigan being a problem this year. That don't mean nothing, though. What I'm saying. Because like I said, this is all just speculation. Like this isn't like the NFL and college with players coming back, certain players where you just it's a continuous thing for many years, man, and you know what they're bringing back. You know what I mean? Like these teams, a lot of them changed a lot. I was really surprised that Birmingham changed their roster up as much as they did. Because when you're a good team at any level, you don't need to change a lot. All right. That's why I was cool with my Renegades not making two. They added some key pieces. Don't get me wrong. Some good talent. But they didn't drastically change their roster like Memphis did. Okay. Like Birmingham did in a lot of places. So some of these teams didn't have a choice. I will say that. Memphis was coming on strong late last year in the USFL season, second half of the season. I mean, it's a whole new roster. I mean, not whole new, but y'all get what I'm saying. A lot of new pieces, man. So that could affect how they look in weeks 1 and 2. That's why I'm comfortable picking my Renegades, but I am comfortable picking St. Louis because St. Louis has got a very strong roster, even with the injuries that they have. They got AJ McCarron, man. Come on. Come on. Y'all know I love AJ. I love me some AJ McCarron because he's gonna make it exciting. The dude is a playmaker, and I think the Battlehawks go on the road and they take down Michigan. That's my pick. Yeah. Coming up, DC Defenders. That's Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. By the way, let me just go back right quick. The one that starts the whole season off, Birmingham Stallions at the Arlington Renegades. That will be Saturday at 1 p.m. That will be on Fox, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. So if you're here in my area, here in the desert Southwest, here in New Mexico, you're going to be looking at, what are we, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. And the St. Louis Battlehawks Michigan Panthers game that will also be Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 2 o'clock our time here. Don't get it twisted. Don't get confused. Do your homework. Find out what time you're going to start watching these things, all right? Because I need y'all to watch and support this league this year. I ain't playing. Some good football about to go down, okay? So we got the DC Defenders at the San Antonio Brahmas, like I said, Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN. That will be 10 a.m. Eastern Time here in Las Cruces, here in New Mexico, all right? If you're in West Texas. Just so y'all know, DC Defenders, man, damn, they've taken some injuries, though. Man. And San Antonio Brahmas, though. This team, I don't know, man. It's like I wanna be like, maybe they might be better this year. You know, they got new coaching. Got Wade there. They got some new players. But I gotta see it. I gotta see it first. Sorry, Brahmas fans, but I do. I gotta see it. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go with DC to win this, but I don't think DC is gonna roll in this game. I really don't. And did y'all hear that? I don't know if you heard that. If you're hearing like a clicking, it's because my little vent door is freaking the stupid wind outside. Mother Nature, get your freaking crap together, Corona. That's all I'm saying. Windy as hell out there. Hear this damn thing flapping. If you hear pop, 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 that's what that is. Okay. Anyways, back to it. DC Defenders that got them edging out San Antonio. DC's got to figure out what they're going to do with that run game. Oh man, that defense will bring it though, so they will keep it close. San Antonio is going to bring some stuff. I just don't know how the chemistry is going to be yet. But there's no film on the squad they got together right now. There is for DC. Wade Phillips will use that defensively. He'll make that San Antonio defense better. This is going to be a close, low scoring game. That's the way I see it. I got DC winning. And also, we close out the first weekend of the UFL by the Memphis Showboats, man. I always love that name. Both of these teams right here. I love these names, the Showboats and the Roughnecks. I mean, how could you now not like these names? Hold up. Got to fix my lighting in here, man. Look fresh up in here. Also got, wet the palette a little bit. We got the Memphis Showboats, very, very highly touted, very high expectations coming in for the Showboats this year based on the roster they got now. Very strong, I think, could have the strongest quarterback room of the league. But that is saying a lot because a few of these other teams got some strong rooms. Hell, I look at my Renegade, the quarterback room we got right now, with Ahlers and Lindsey Scott backing up my boy Perez. I'm like, damn, I love where we're at compared to last year. Last year, oh my God, the quarterback room, the way we started. But that's just an example. Memphis, they're putting out this thing where, like, they're not announcing who their starter is. I think, well, everybody knows it's going to be Case Cookus, former Philadelphia star. That's who I'm going with. If I'm Memphis, I'm rolling with Cookus, easy. Till he shows me otherwise, a reason not to. So we'll be traveling to Houston to take on the Roughnecks. Rig, I know that's your squad, man, and I'm hoping you guys do good this year. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I am picking an upset this weekend for these games. This is my upset right here. Okay. San Antonio, though. Real quick. Rewind, Bato. San Antonio. Do not be surprised, y'all, if they pull this upset off. In DC, I won't. Because, like I said, I think it's going to be a very close game. It's a toss-up. But it's for Memphis and Houston. I think Houston's going to win this game. Houston, I know, I get it. Memphis, all these people on their roster. But chemistry doesn't come in 3 weeks. You guys feel me? Like, that's stuff that's got to be worked out, man. You don't even know. It's not always about the names you have. Okay? Not always. I get it. Houston's got some new names too because they are Roughnecks in name only. Okay, half of this squad, maybe less than half, because a lot of them got let go. But they were part of the Houston Gamblers of the USFL. They just took the name of the Roughnecks from the XFL. But if there was ever a time for a big upset like this, I think it's now, week 1. So book it. I got Houston beating Memphis this weekend. And y'all going to be laughing at me because Memphis probably going to blow them out. Who knows? But that's the way I see it, man. We got a couple of good games out. 4 good games. What am I saying? A couple of good games. 4 good games. And I really, really think that if they get the viewership this weekend, it's Easter weekend. Why not? We all going to be cooking out, chilling at home, chilling with family. Throw some football on the TV, man. Let's make the Easter Sunday now. Okay? Let's look at it this way. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is what? What do people talk about besides the turkey, right? Turkey and football. That light's pissing me off. Turkey and football. So maybe this is a new thing, man. Hell, I don't know how packed the stadiums are going to be for these games because it is on Easter Sunday. All right. So they may not be packed. I mean, I'm kind of worried about that because the way the deals they're giving on tickets this last week, man, like buy one, get one free, buy 2, get 1 free. It's crazy. Season ticket holders, we're giving you 4 extra tickets. That worries me. The ticket sales have not been what they were. They may get some crowds in there because of the tickets they're giving away. Okay, so if you see these big crowds, don't get it twisted. I guarantee the ticket money ain't going to be there. But that's okay. We can't expect that week 1 when it starts on Easter Sunday. But what we can expect is that people at home, the ratings are going to be there. We got to get these ratings up, y'all. So Easter Sunday, I'm going to be cooking out with a familia, do a little egg hunt for my daughter. And I'm going to be watching some football, some USFL, right? The whole weekend. What did I say? USFL? UFL, man. Come on, yo. Get it together, dog. Get it together. I still call it USFL sometimes, man. But hey, maybe this will become a thing. Easter Sunday and football. There's Thanksgiving in football. Why not? You got turkey, okay? You got turkey, and you got football. Easter Sunday, all right? You got bunnies, or if you want to just go egg hunts, eggs, hard-boiled eggs, colored eggs, decorated eggs, whatever, in football. Yeah. USFL week 1 this weekend. Let's get it on, baby. And by the way, this weekend, y'all, do not forget, actually before the weekend, sorry, I will be doing a live stream of the first ever episode of the brand new Hellraisers podcast. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that this weekend. Why do I keep saying weekend? Why? I'm ready for the weekend. That's what it is, man. I need a break. Man. And we got breaking football coming up, but we're going to be talking about Arlington Renegades football in particular this Thursday on the live stream, the official first episode of the Hellraisers podcast. Yeah, episode 1. And I got a special guest right off the bat, man. Caleb Vander Esch. It was a pre-recorded interview. I did it this weekend, man. But hey, y'all don't want to miss this interview. The dude is he's very cool dude, very down to earth, man. About a 20-minute episode. The live stream will be available, okay, on Facebook, on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and on YouTube, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, if you're on the East Coast, that's going to be 8 p.m. If you're, out on the West Coast, what am I looking at? 7 out, 5 a.m., 5 p.m. I don't know. Adjust. Y'all know, okay? I ain't your daddy. You're grown folks. Act like it. Okay, know your time zone and just be there, man. Show some love to your boy. I really appreciate it, man. The Hellraisers podcast with special guest, wide receiver of the Arlington Renegades, Caleb Vander Esch, coming this weekend. And I will go more into detail into that Battle of Champions game. We'll talk about the roster a little bit, y'all, and I'm hoping I have a depth chart by then. We should have a depth chart ready to go by Thursday, but I will break down the rosters and the positions there, man, and we'll talk about that game just a little bit, and also y'all can check out the interview with wide receiver, Caleb Vander Esch. So y'all be sure to tune in on Thursday live stream, man. Show your boys some love, share it, get on YouTube, whatever you got to do, all right? Just share it, man. Subscribe and help your boy out a little bit. Now let's keep rolling on, man, because I got to talk about the NFL. Oh yeah, I got a lot to say about the NFL right now because we just had some new rule changes. Okay, the NFL is basically they're changing some pretty big things here. Okay, these 3 particular rules that got voted on today. Now they did. Now let's just back a few days. Okay, dial it back a few days. They did bring up the topic of a possible rule change to the tush push. Okay, yeah. Philly fans don't like it being called that because that's where they do their brotherly love thing. It's the tush push, you nasty ass mofos. But yeah, they are not going to ban it, and I don't care. I don't think it's going to be a thing now anyway, since Kelsey's retired. So let's just say that, okay. But let's look at the new NFL rules, man. The other ones that they did change, the hip drop tackle. This is the big one. This is the most controversial one because there are 50-50 people for it, maybe 60-40 of people against it, 60%. That's most of what I'm saying. But you still have some of your people saying, yeah, but it needed to change because of the injuries. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. Okay. The problem with this hip drop tackle, it's first of all, as a guy who played defensive back, I understand how hard it is when you're trying to tackle somebody bigger than you, like an athletic tight end. People are like, well, tell them to hit the weight room. Then you slow yourself down when you're supposed to be able to keep up with these speedy receivers. Defensive back has just become even harder to play, particularly safety, but even cornerback. All right? And the reason I say this, okay, for the hip drop tackle, now they're saying that it's not the standard hip drop tackle is not banned. Okay, that it's the swivel hip drop tackle. Let me add that into these presets real quick, just so y'all understand. This is what they're calling it. Okay, the swivel hip drop tackle. So basically, when you tackle somebody and you bring him down, if you're tackling him from behind, your momentum's carrying you, and you bring him this way, and his legs under yours. It's not intentional. It's just because of gravity, momentum. It's a physical game. It's a violent game. It's football. Okay. Guys have gotten hurt, not intentionally. It's not like going for a chop block, taking out someone's knees, or smacking at the head. It's not like that. Okay. A hip drop tackle is one of those where it's a hip drop tackle, but the swivel just happens based on momentum. If you're behind the guy, if you're behind Mark Andrews, man, Mark Andrews, 243 pounds, y'all. He's like 6'4", 6'5". What happens if you've got, I don't know, Poyer at safety coming down on him? Poyer's sitting there at 6 foot, 190 pounds. You're telling me that he's supposed to go straight up on a tackle with this man, especially if Andrews is running one of those slants, and you got Poyer dropping down from the safety spot to pick that up. He's already behind him. Lamar Jackson's leading on that slant with his pass. Okay, Andrews is catching it. Poyer's back here on the hip, man. The only tackle he's got is to wrap that arm around and let his momentum bring Andrews down. That's what results in a swivel hip drop tackle. The league is now saying y'all can't do that. So tell me, how do you, when that is the only position you are in to make a tackle, how are you supposed to make the play? Tell me that. Somebody please explain that crap to me, because the NFL ain't done a damn good job of explaining a damn thing on this. Yeah, they explain what it is, but now they're saying, well, the officials have been instructed not to call it if it's not that. Do y'all really trust this NFL officiating? We for 2-3 years now. Well, actually, the both years that this show has been on, week in, week out, during the season, we have complained, we have griped, we have whined, yes, everything, cried, and gotten angry about the lack of competent officiating in the NFL, and the NFL refuses to do anything about it because these are their boys. The officials are their boys. No, hell no, you are not going to tell us that they are wrong, which is why players aren't allowed to even criticize the referees. Coaches either. It's a load of crap. Y'all really trust the current state of NFL officiating to not make this call at the worst possible time and get it wrong? Actually, I do trust them to do that, to get it wrong. I don't trust them to call it right. I don't trust them to call it right. Okay? If they see a hip drop tackle, even if it's a standard legal hip drop tackle based on their wording, they're going to call it. It don't matter if it's swivel or not. They're going to call it. And you're going to see Mahomes, oh, he's going to benefit off of this. Lamar Jackson's going to benefit off of this because of who they're throwing to. And both of them, because this is how they're brought down sometimes when guys are chasing them from behind. You got a slower defensive end coming at him from behind. Mahomes takes off. What the hell, man? What do you want him to do? Because what's next? What's next? Everybody's like, well, you got to wrap the ankles. Yeah, that's easier said than done when their ankles are moving, stupid, and they're juking you. But what's next if you do that? Huh? Another ankle gets broken on Mahomes, let's say. God forbid. Knock on wood. I'm just saying. Hypothetical. Are they going to ban that too? Because already right now, y'all, the NFL is saying you can't go high. You definitely can't go low. But now you can't go right here too if momentum's carrying you. Basically, you can't tackle. Okay? And yes, it has caused injuries, but wake up. This is the game of football. This isn't two-hand touch. What y'all think? This is flag football? Intramural back in middle school, high school? Nah, man. This is the NFL, the highest level. okay, of the number one contact sport in the United States, all right, injuries happen. It is a violent game. Okay. And I'm not talking about the stuff with like helmet to helmet stuff. I get why. I get it. The chop block, I get it. You can end somebody's career intentionally because the chop block is only made to injure somebody. The hip swivel tackle, the swip hip the swivel hip drop tackle. It's not a play that you're intentionally doing to hurt somebody, man. It's a play that happens because your momentum's carrying you when you're in a position that all you can do is dive that way. If you've played the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've ever played defense, the only people I've ever heard complain about this, the only people I've heard are people never played defense before. Brandon Marshall, shut your ass up, dude. Over here talking about, yeah, they needed to do this. They needed to do this. It's a dirty play. It's not a dirty play. Chop blocking, that's a dirty play. So if y'all going to throw in that little term in there, dirty play, compare the two, okay? Then go slap yourself for thinking they were the same damn thing and come back and rock with me again because I'm telling it like it is. All right? So now, that's what I think of this damn rule. Stupid ass rule to begin with. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What's next? Everybody's like flag football. I'm like, man, let's just cut the flag football out because where we're going to two-hand touch. That's where we're headed. And this is good things for the UFL because what I saw last season from the USFL and the XFL was good officiating. Guys that weren't so quick to pull that flag, man. They would let the big hits happen. They would let the plays happen. Okay, you can challenge. But now, this is going to help the UFL if we see that level of officiating that we saw from spring football across both leagues last year. Because now people are going to be like, man, look, this officiating is much better than NFL, man. It's more enjoyable. It's the way I see it. So now we look at the NFL, and another rule they have is the challenge flag rule. This one I don't care for. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as obviously passionate and vehemently against it as I am for the swivel hip drop tackle. But I mean, okay. So if y'all didn't understand the rule before, okay, is given two challenge flags and you can use throughout the course of the game. Now, if you get your challenge wrong, I believe if you get your challenge wrong, then you lose a timeout. Okay, you get them both wrong, you lose both timeouts, you lose both challenge flags. If you challenge twice in a game before this rule change, if you challenge twice in the game and you are successful on both challenges, you got it right, the refs overturned the play, then guess what? You were awarded a third challenge flag. But that meant that both of those challenge flags, if you got one wrong, you don't get the third one. Which means as a coach, you really have to know when it's worth it to use your challenge flag. Now, the new rule states that all you have to do is get one of those two challenges to be successful. Okay, if you get one of them that they don't overturn and you lose your timeout, but you get one that they do overturn in your favor, then now you're being given that third challenge flag, and I don't like this because now it just becomes a little bit less valuable. That challenge flag, I liked it the way it was. I don't know whose idea how this came up, but it was stupid. And this is I think the reason they're doing this, it's all trying to get offense. Let's be real, y'all. The NFL this past season, it's been reported that they were not happy with the amount of offense that was put out there this year. That's why, all of a sudden, the swivel hip drop tackle is banned. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. But hey, that's the way the NFL is, man. They don't want anybody to play defense no more. They're like, can y'all just lay down? You know, personal foul, entire defense. Everybody was standing in position and not on one knee when the play started. That's a 52-yard penalty. First and goal at the half-yard line for the offense. You know, you might as well do that because you're not giving these guys the opportunity to play ball on defense anymore. Okay. So the challenge rule, I mean, now what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to be challenging the spot of the ball. Now that this could help the defense, of course, but this is just their way of trying to give offenses more of an opportunity. Right? That's all I'm saying. But the thing I like, the one rule I liked, that was just made a new rule and will go into effect for the NFL 2024 season, is the new kickoff format they're adopting from the XFL. By the way, UFL, what the hell? What the hell? Moose Johnston, I know USFL was your thing, dog, and we don't want to take everything from the XFL. You kept the wrong things, bro. The kickoff for the XFL is perfect. Perfect. And y'all were like, nah, we're just gonna stick with ours, more standard style. But then the NFL was like, dang, you know what, man? XFL was on to something. We're gonna use that. And I posted up the video that was going around everywhere. If you're unfamiliar with what the XFL kickoff was, you can watch that video. Go to my social medias, Gridiron Nation Podcast, and you'll see it. All right. If you don't have me on social media, please change that right now. Help your boy out. Okay. But we look at this kickoff, and what it is you're lining up your guys. Sorry, I have my little graphic here. Okay, so what it is the kickoff's going to go down from the 35-yard line. The kicking team, which is technically offense, even though it's special teams, but they have possession of the ball right before kickoff. Okay, they will kick from their own 34-yard line. Now, the kickoff team, basically the guys that are running down there, the special team, the kickoff coverage team, I should say, they will be lining up. I believe it is at the 25 yards from the spot of the kick. Okay. You're looking at them probably about the 40-yard line on the other side of the field. Okay. 25 yards away. And then you've got, I believe, at the 30-yard line, the setup zone, which is the kick return team. So you got these two walls of blockers, okay, within about 5-10 yards of each other. The ball's kicked off from the 35-yard line, okay. The landing zone is within the first 20 yards by standard, unless the dude really nails it into the end zone. But what this does now is it gives your guy an opportunity to return the kick, okay. And those two lines of special teams blockers, special teams attackers with the kickoff coverage team, they cannot move until that ball is caught by the returner. As soon as that ball is caught, boom, they clash. Those two walls clash. He tries to find a crease in there. And what this does is this allows for returns to happen in the NFL now, or in any kickoff. I should say, if you any league using this format, it allows for the kick returner to actually have an opportunity to make a play. Okay, but it also significantly lowers the chance of an injury, because now you don't have the kicking coverage team coming down with a full head of steam, at 50, from 50 yards out, picking up steam the whole way and hitting with high impact. Those high impact tackles are not going to be there, and blocks. And it's not so easy. You think, well, all they got to do is open up one hole on that, and then the guy can run through. No, it's not that easy. If you don't believe me, go watch some UFL this weekend, and y'all will understand why. Okay. Very, very happy about this. They're calling it the NFL hybrid kickoff. Okay. Y'all took it from the XFL, and UFL didn't want it. It's kind of weird to me. Okay, but what do I know? What do I know? But hey, man, hit me up on the social medias, guys. Let me know what you guys think of these changes and these rules, man. And we'll talk about it. Okay. If y'all ain't following me yet, be sure to you can send me your email. I got an email coming up here pretty soon. GridironNationPodcast@gmail.com. You can send me all your messages, whatever y'all want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. All right. If you have a football team that you don't hear much about on here, shoot me the message. I'll do my homework, man, and we'll talk about it. I'll give you my thoughts on whatever you're asking, okay? Follow me on Facebook at Gridiron Nation and the number 1 at Gridiron Nation 1. Twitter X at 1 Gridiron Nation. My handle is at the number 1 Gridiron Nation. Also, you can follow me on YouTube. Please, please follow me on YouTube, y'all. Come on now. Watch the videos, subscribe, follow, like, all of it. Help your boy out, please, because I'm trying to build that page. Okay? I'm trying. But I need you guys' help. And I also that's Gridiron Nation Vodcast. Search it. Gridiron Nation Vodcast with a V as in victory. Okay? Which is what my Arlington Renegades will have this week, and we'll be talking about it next week. I hope. I hope. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram at ggarcia_gridiron. And follow me on TikTok, another one that I'm trying to build up my followers there, trying to get to 1,000 so that I can stream live on there. But I need your help. TikTok at Gridiron Nation Podcast, man. Just check out my little clips that I'm putting out there, my reels, and share them. Hopefully like them, all that fun stuff, man. Every Tuesday evening, you can catch me Gridiron Nation Podcast with your host, Gabriel Garcia. I will be dropping recorded ones every Tuesday evening. I'll be going live here pretty soon, maybe next week. I'm trying to go live once a month. Okay. So just y'all bear with me. I got a lot on my plate. All new podcasts and everything that I'm working on, man. And on Saturdays, though, you can catch me and my co-host, Jersey the King, on the Gridiron Show, Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Adjust accordingly, like I always say. Jersey the King and your boy OG Double G, a.k.a. Gabriel Garcia, a.k.a. The Wicked One. Y'all already know. Saturdays, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, man. Yeah, and we are brought to you courtesy of the Fuel Sports Network, y'all. They're doing some things. Go on your Roku device and download the Fuel Network, okay, or your Fire Stick, because you're going to be able to catch, hopefully soon, the Gridiron Nation episodes on there, and you'll be able to catch the episodes of Hellraisers podcast. You'll be able to catch all the episodes of the Gridiron Show with me in Jersey, okay, on your big screen. And you got like a massive 85-inch screen, you'll see my big ass mug on there talking my ass. Yeah, I don't care. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Crank it up. Let the family hear me. Hear me in Jersey going at it about Dak Prescott, man. Straight up, we always have fun doing that stuff, man. But y'all be sure to go and download this stuff, all right, man? Because we got some big things coming with the Fuel Network, all right? Big, big things coming. Now, it is time. It is time for me to get up out of here, guys. But as always, I got a mess coming. But real quick, to my family. Okay, where? And damn. Sorry, bro. Sorry, I'm trying to find it, Andy. I'm trying to find it. Yes. So this week, I have an email from a follower of the show, longtime follower and supporter of me and my music, Andy Henderson, my boy Hendo. Yeah, he came with it with a question this week, man. And it's a good one. It's a good one. So let's get to it. He says, I know it's just into the official offseason for the NFL, but what kind of way too early outlook do you have for the offseason in the beginning of next season? Okay, there is not enough going on yet for me to break down every team. But what I will say is the draft is going to tell us a lot more. This would have been a good question for after the draft. So maybe shoot it at me again. But for right now, I'm still expecting the teams that were good last year. Dallas is still going to be good, y'all. Yes, they didn't do all the freaking free agency stuff. Let's be real, though. Probably, maybe half of those big free agent contracts are going to be worth it if you're lucky. That's all I'm saying. Still not happy of our lack of movement, but I do think Dallas is still going to be good. You still got CeeDee Lamb there. You still got Dak Prescott there. You still got Micah Parsons. You got Trayvon Diggs coming back. Okay. Still got DeMarcus Lawrence. We still got Ferguson there, and we still got Brandon Cooks there. So they're still going to be a good team. We got to see what they do in the draft and afterwards, because most of free agency now is going to be quiet until after the draft, y'all. That's when teams are, okay, we couldn't get the running back we wanted. Now we need to go sign, Dobbs or somebody. So we need to go sign Edwards-Helaire. So that's when is really going to hit the second part of free agencies, right after the draft. Okay, so I do think, though, that if you're looking at teams that I think could be good, much better than last year, oh, well, I think Chicago already, even with Caleb Williams, I think they're going to be better. How much better? I don't know because that division, I don't expect Minnesota to be a problem next year, but I think Green Bay obviously showed, hey, we're here. Detroit obviously showed they're going to be doing some things, and Philly and Dallas will still be there in the East. Hey, Washington, all them players y'all brought. Who's going to throw the damn ball though? A rookie? It's not Caleb Williams. You got to hope that you have that rookie that balls out. It's not always the case. It's more than likely not the case. Okay, so, but Giants, man, Giants, what are y'all doing? You're going to draft the quarterback? What are you going to do? I need to know. We need to know here at Gridiron Nation, okay? Me and JP got to talk about this. Giants, okay? But everywhere else around the league, man, I think San Francisco, they didn't make a lot of moves because, like I said earlier, when you're a good team, you don't need to make a lot of moves. All right, San Francisco's still going to be a problem. All right, big problem for the NFC. And look at the AFC side of the ball. Of course, Mahomes and them ain't going nowhere. He just got Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown. So they're gonna be there next year. Buffalo, this could be. I don't know. Buffalo lost some players. I think Buffalo's gonna take a step back if I'm being honest. I'm being real about it. I think from right now, this is way too early. Kind of look ahead. Yeah, I think so. I think the Steelers will be better. I do think so. I don't know how much better. Cleveland, I don't know. I think Cleveland, I don't know. They may not be much better, but they may not be worse. You know what I mean? That's gonna be interesting, man. I don't know that whole Jerry Judy thing and that big contract y'all gave him. Y'all stupid as hell for that. He ain't gotta earn it now. He's gonna get injured and he's gonna be chilling, paid, mad paid. So we look at the AFC South. Jacksonville lost Calvin Ridley. They didn't use him right last year, in my opinion. This has got to be, hey, Trevor Lawrence, it's your time, dude. Like, if you don't do something this year to show that you are going to live up to that ridiculous level of expectations that you had coming out of college, if this ain't the year to do it, bro, then I don't know what to tell you. But then it ain't going to happen. The Texans are going to be a problem. Texans are going to be maybe even better. Watch out, KC. Chargers, I don't know. Everybody's talking about, well, they lost some players, but they didn't make the playoffs, man. They've had issues there. So, I mean, what'd you expect them to do? Keep everybody there? Nah. Herbert, you're going to have to find out. We're going to find out just how good you really are, dog. Because you're going to have some young receivers, most likely, that you're going to have to turn into stars in a short amount of time. But they got Harbaugh there. Much better coach team than they have been the last few years. So, I don't know. I don't know what to think of the Chargers right now this early. And, it's hard for me to predict what they're going to do. Denver, nah. Sorry, Nick. I don't know what Denver's going to do, man. I don't know, man. This is going to be a rebuilding year. I think it's a rebuilding year. And, when you look at the North, though, does Baltimore repeat? Probably. But I don't know. The Steelers, I don't know, man. I got to see what is Russ going to be cooking. I don't know. But next week, we are going to get into that quarterback room, the quarterback situation of the Steelers. We're going to talk about it in a week. So, Andy, I hope that gave you a little bit of stuff to go on. Okay. Expect the teams that were top elite teams last year to still be good. Okay. Some teams below that tier are going to take a step back. Some are going to take a jump. All right. We're going to find out, though, when the season comes in September. And the draft is going to say a lot because not just what happens at the draft, but what happens after with the free agents remaining and where they go. So next week, we're going to talk about the Steelers. Also, next week, we will be talking about Dak Prescott's situation, and we'll go the whole thing and talk about what's going on there. Did the Cowboys screw up? We don't know. I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to investigate. We're going to talk about it next week along with the situation. We're going to be talking March Madness with the Final Four. Definitely. And also, we're going to talk about MLB because my D-backs, yeah, that's right, baby. Major League Baseball opening day this Thursday. My D-backs, we are back, baby. Yeah, we got a lot to get to next week, y'all. So, and also any NFL news that gets thrown out into the open in social media and stuff. Oh, and by the way, the main topic next week, we are going to be, recapping the UFL week 1. So y'all don't want to miss this, man. Y'all be sure to join me next week on episode 98, y'all. 98. We're getting closer to 100. So I cannot wait to get there because it's a milestone for me, guys. It really is. It's a milestone. Okay. So I'm ready to get there, though. I'm ready, man. They're just a couple episodes away. So let's get into the final message of the day. Y'all know how I do every single week, man. I bring you guys a message. And this one's just pretty plain and simple. It's okay to not be perfect. Okay? It's okay to make mistakes sometimes, man. It's okay to make bad decisions. And when you're in the middle of that bad decision, to know, like, damn, man, I done screwed up. But here I am. I'm going to see this thing through and deal with my consequences later, knowing I did wrong. But here we are. Okay? That's okay, guys, because none of us are perfect, man. I'm far from it. I don't judge nobody. Nobody. That's all I'll tell you about that. But just remember, y'all, like, hey, if you're doing something and you're like, damn, I shouldn't even be here. I should have made this. It's all right, man. The fact that you know you shouldn't, yes, just remember it for next time. Okay? Because you're not going to always be perfect. You're not going to always make the right decision. Yes, we're going to make boneheaded decisions at times, say boneheaded things, do stupid stuff, say things at the wrong time, say the wrong thing. It's going to happen, guys, because we're human, and that's all right. That's all right, okay? Because, hey, no matter what we do in life, whether we make our mistakes, whether it's because of something that we made a mistake because we miscalculated something, or we misjudged something, or maybe the mistake was a bad decision. It's, well, I know what I was doing, and I did wrong, and I'm sorry, and I feel bad now. Okay. Acknowledge that, own up to it, okay, and walk on. Walk on. Because we got enough to deal with without bringing stuff onto ourselves, which we're going to do periodically. Okay, sometimes a little too often for my liking that I bring stuff on myself. But that's on top of what life's going to throw at you every single week, man. Okay? Because life's going to throw its be every single week, man. It's going to shit at you. Okay? You're going to get with it, man. You are. Hey, but what you got to do is just follow the flow, see what life's doing, see what the problem's doing, flow right around it, man. Adapt to it and adjust to it, guys. Always adjust to it. Because you guys know, I tell you guys this every single week, man, that no matter what life throws at you, you can get through it. You can get around it. You can flow around it. Okay, you can adapt. All you got to do, in the words of the great Bruce Lee, is be water, my friends. Familia, I'm going to catch you guys next week. Actually, no, I'm going to catch you guys on Thursday, first of all. Y'all be sure to tune in to my, brand new podcast, Hellraisers podcast, live stream, coming on the Gridiron. Everywhere you catch Gridiron Nation, you're going to catch this show, okay? Hellraisers podcast. It is the official home of the Arlington Renegades fan nation. I'm going to see y'all there this Thursday. And also, I'm going to see y'all on Saturday, all right, as we kick off the UFL. Me and my boy Jersey the King, we're going to kick it off for you with the Gridiron on Saturday morning, man. So y'all be sure to tune in. And then I will catch y'all back on Gridiron Nation next week, a week from now, man. So all I got to say is, hey, thank you, Familia, for joining me on yet another episode. I'm going to catch you guys next week. That's right, on the B-side, baby, whatever you want to call it. This is Gridiron Nation, y'all. I am out of here. I am your host, Gabriel Garcia. Once again, thank you for joining me. I'll catch y'all next week, man. Yo, we got Sweet 16 this week, baby. Let's get it. Yeah.
I'll be blowing up and booming like the 4th of July. The #1 draft pick. Them has been till they past tense. Everybody wanted feel this glory I bask in. Getting antsy when they see my silhouette in the smog. Then you struggle with your breathing as I creep through the fog. Let's get it on. Gonna meet me up in the end zone. Before they know it, when they looking up and I've been gone. We hype tonight, a show up under the lights. Gonna bring it if you really think